streaming through the YouTube and Facebook. So today's topic, how to deal with your boss. Before starting the session, I have few questions to you in terms of introduction. This is the first question from my side. Just unmute yourself and share your feedback. Are you not satisfied with your job? As here, the total number of participants is almost 10. So it is better to have an interaction, good interaction. How many of you are saying, yes, I'm not satisfied with my job? If not possible to unmute yourself, then just share your thoughts to the chat.
Rahulji,
yes,
I've given a very tricky question to everybody, and it will be very.
Your voice is not coming to me, Nitin sir.
Pardon?
Yes, your voice is not coming to me clearly. Repeat it. What you say?
See, it's a very tricky question.
Yes, Yogesh sir.
Yeah, so it looks to be difficult for everybody to directly accept whether they are not satisfied.
Yes, Nitin sir, it's a difficult and it's a challenging question for everyone, that whether you are satisfied with your job or not.
But in my own opinion, yes, for me, I am not satisfied, because once I'm satisfied in the job, then what is the next action? I have to go up.
I am happy with Natarajan Velu. Thank you, Natarajan sir, for your sharing your thoughts. I am happy with my boss. That's a good thing. Any other opinion? How many of you are not happy with your current job? Only two or three sharings is there. So my next question for all of you. Do you keep on switching your job after every 6 months or in a year, in a 2 year? Are you such like an employee that who is switching in every 6 months or in a year? How many of you are? Another chat. Nitin Datta. Yes, no, good. That's a good one. That you are not switching your job frequently. Rahul Kumar, no. Natarajan Velu, no. Okay. Now, my third question to all of you. Prakash Sakur, no. Anup, no. Okay. Do you find it difficult to deal with your boss? Do you find it difficult to deal with your boss? How many of you are saying yes? And how many of you are saying no? Devas is not switching but not happy. Yes, you are finding difficult. Natarajan, yes. Anup, no. Okay. Okay. So maximum are saying yes, it is difficult to deal with your boss. Them are liking Rahul. Your job also. Yes, Amit. Yes, Amit. Yes, you are audible.
Welcome everyone. Sorry, मैं थोड़ा लेट से ज्वाइन किया, टेक्निकल डिफिकल्टीज थे और मैं थोड़ा बिजी भी था. So welcome everyone. This is Amit, who is organizing of this presentation. So Rahul is our regular speaker of this. He will tell you about more about forum Made for Network. And please connect us with our by back channel. मैं अपना WhatsApp number भी share करता हूँ. And Rahul, please share about Made for Network. Then you will go for the presentation. I am in meeting. और फिर जरूरत होगी तो मैं फिर अटेंड करता हूँ. Actually मैं बिजी भी हूँ अभी. Rahul.
Okay. We are sharing the detail about the Medford network as per your communications, Amitji. In the meantime, just continue with the introduction part. I have 3 questions for all of you. That are you not satisfied with your job? This is the first question. Do you find it difficult to deal with your boss? Yes, Sujit ji. Hello, Sujit ji. Would you like to speak something? Sometime, yes. Some one person. That is sometime, yes. Okay. So almost I say 70% of the people are facing difficulties to deal with their boss, and few of them are only 30% I think says yes, they are keep switching their job in every 1 year or 2 years and not satisfied with. So if you have this type of problem, then this today's session is for you only. If you have satisfied with your job and not switching with the current job or any job, and you have no difficulties with your boss, then it's happy. So after completing this session in the next 40 minutes or 60 minutes, you are going to listen how to deal with your boss and how to avoid switching from job regularly. So what are the main things that you need to do? Tip number 1, I will give you almost 6 or 7 tips today to deal with your boss. Okay, this is the which is connect. Here is a one word, that is connect, whether it's a social connect or it's a professional connect through the Facebook or through the Instagram. You need to be connect with your boss, or physically also when you reach to your office, or if you are working through the online, that is work from home, then you must have to be in connect with your boss. This is the first and foremost tip number 1, that you must have to be connect with your boss. If you not connect, the major drawback is in you, that you are not in connect with your boss, so that it is very difficult. If you are in connection with your boss, definitely you can handle them perfectly. And the second point, convey. First is connection. If you connect well, then only you are able to convey the thing, convey the matter, what you wish, what is the thought that is available in your mind, or any other thing, whatever you wish, like suggestions in the industry that is required. Some company have the box, that is suggestion box, call them by the suggestion box. Yes, there is a way to communicate with the upper or say manager level person. Yes, they are also connect with and convey your motto or your thoughts process which is going on through the box. It's a better to be connect directly if possible. Then whatever the convey fruitful to you. And my third point is convince. First is connect, convey, and then only you are able to convince your boss. So to deal with your boss, this is the very, very vital and important point, that you must be in a connection, convey the thing in a precise way and in perfect order, and convince later on, not in a different way. First convince, then convey, and then connect. No, first connection need to be required, and later on you need to convey your message, and then you need to do the convincing. Convince come in the third stage, or you can say third stage. First, that is connect, convey, and then connect. This is the way, or you can say hierarchy, or you can say level that we have to do wherever you are, whether you are in a metal forming industry or it's a education or it's a software company. No way. This is the only way that you have to go. Connect, convey, and then convince. What happens if is not built up primarily? If connection is not built up, then what happens? See, if you are connected with your boss, then even if you convey less, he or she will be more convinced. That's the reason connection is an important part of your life. On a regular basis, you need to be connected with your head of the department, or you can say it's a boss. Then if you are connected well in different order, in time to time, if you are connected, then if less, he or she must be convinced with you. If it is not in order, okay, if it is not possible, or if opposite being fruitful to you, how much you are going to convey or how much you are going to convince, he or she never being convinced by. So first and foremost tip for you is connect by whatever the means you like. Through the phone call, you must be in connect with him. Through a text, through the WhatsApp, through the Facebook, through the Instagram, through the LinkedIn. There are so many social network sites out there. Through the get together also, you can build up a connection with your boss. Find a way in your company, in your office, how I am going to be connected with him. Find it. Connection build up is need to be important. When I start my career in Trinity Engineers Private Limited, Chinchwad, in the year of 2008, just I am sharing my experience with you, how I am going to build a connection is done on the basis of our localities. My boss is also from the same college from where I am. That play an important part. As we are both from the same college, so it is not very difficult for me to build up a connection with him. On a first day, we have a meeting already in IFFT Ranchi. On the very first day, he tell me, yes, I am also from the NIP of this batch. That will create a good atmosphere in between. So connection is required, and later on, whatever the thing that is coming in, or you can say anything, if I wish to convey, he give me a time, proper time. Or if I have any feedback or any suggestions from my side, he need to be asked to me. Yes, Rahul, what is your opinion? So connection is important. As he understand, as he know me, then only he can say me, ask me, what is your opinion? And later on, the part of convincing is complete. So this is an important build up from your boss. As I say, we are from the same college. Just find a loophole. Might be possible you are in the same state. Might be possible you have a same date of birth, not the year. Might be possible you have the same date of birth, or language, or from the same district, or from the same state. So friends, like that, find something that make a good connection with you, with your boss. That will make a good impact that will help you to do a better communication. And not only the communication, it also help you to convince your thinking, your way of understanding, your way of working. So this is an important thing that you have to do. This is the tip number 1. First, connection, weighing, and then convince. Any thought, if you think, just let me know. As we have only 13 participants total, if you're any sharing from your side, any input from your side is welcome. Okay, I'm muting everyone. Yes. So this is the first tip from my side, that be in contact and convey the thing better way, that help to convince your boss perfectly in less time. It's not happen how much you can convey, not possible to convince him. You can write a thesis on that. Sir, this is the topic that I think need to be done. Write a full page of paragraph, not even a single line he is going to read. So connection buildup is important. Now, let's go to next tip. When you connect to your boss, you are going to find his or her need. That help you to convey the thought and convincing him better way. Find the need of your boss. What is his need? Every department has goal. Every boss is also a goal-oriented person. If there is goal, definitely they have their need. Something is there, need to be done by there down the line. Not directly done by the boss. He need to be done. The work is need to be done by the down the line, not directly by the boss. So find that. Might be possible he need to do to have a figure or data for rejection percentage. Just suppose, or a design correction, or a review of particular job in other department, or anything. Definitely, just you need to find it out. What is his need? If you understand the need, it is very, very helpful for you to your boss. In the tip number 2, I'm going to give you another thing. Find the interest. With the help of social media, it is going to be very, very helpful to you to find the interest. What is his or her interest? So that when you understand the interest, much more helpful to convince him, much more helpful to have a good contact. Find the interest of your boss, what he like, what he dislike, or which is good, which restaurant she or he need to visit on a regular basis, what he do in the weekend. Is he like indoor game, any course that he like, what is his preference for living a good life? Find it. How how he or she is doing the thing perfectly. Find the interest. What are the dishes he or she like that help you to have a good connection with you? Okay, this is the second point, that is need and then interest. And the third point, what I say, which is concern. How he is with you. or with the others one also. How much concern he is about his job, because the boss is also somewhere, so he have some concern, he have some liabilities, he have something that need to be shared with other person also. So find the concern, find the interest, and find the need. This is the tip number 2 that you have to build up. And later on, just have a glimpse of tip number 2. Are you an employee who seeks his interest and concern to the boss? Just find yourself where you are in this 2 case, either in upper side or in the lower side. Which type of I'm just allowing everyone to unmute yourself so that we have a discussion on this. You can unmute yourself and share your which type of employee you are. Ask yes, Natarajan sir.
Second one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you are an employee who listen to his boss need, interest, and concern. That's a good sign. Very well said. Any other one? One is coming. First one, Devasis Mahto. Okay. What others? Find yourself where you are lying in this both in this 2 case. Whether you are speaking about your interest, about your concern, and about your need to the boss directly, or you are listening your boss's need, interest, and concern. Which type of employee you are? Think. Because this is another important topic, that is finding the need of your interest and concern of your boss. If you say in the second opinion, then I can say, yes, you are a good employee. You don't have any difficulties with your boss. No difficulties you are facing. And you are loving your job also because you understand your boss. This is important. Now, come to the tip number 3. Listen. It is listening. Listening is also an important part of your daily life. Listen to everyone. Speak less, listen more. Because everyone would like to speak. So just keep yourself aside. Listen everyone. Process yourself and then speak. So listening is very, very vital in the meeting, in the boardroom. Yes, I say very few people are speaking in the boardroom, in the meeting. Very few. Because in the boardroom, you have to give the answer. If they are not speaking, they are also not listening to. They are just busying, keep busying, and with other activity also. So listening is an important thing. The second part is acknowledge. This can happen only when you listen well. If you listen, then only you can acknowledge. Yes, you are right. Yes, this thing is already done. If you don't listen, how can you report to others? How can you convey to your down the line people? So listening is important. Second is acknowledge whatever you listen and clarify also. Because as you are in the country, so many grades are there that you are working. So many different sizes of job are there. So many parties are there. Same item are being hundreds of buyers. So you must. And the fourth one, that is explain. First listen, acknowledge, clarify, and then explain. That if you need to supply something and if it is available on your shop, then directly explain it. Yes, it is available with me. You can deliver on so and so date. So listening is important. Acknowledge the thing, whatever you listen, clarify if anything is required, and then explain it, whatever you wish, whatever the thought you have. Because clarification and acknowledgement, here the 2 points that are in the middle part, after listening and before the explaining, this is your thought process. Acknowledge and clarification, that is doing by you in your thought process. Now this is the tip number 3, and see what is the aspects, or just see, if your boss is an insecure person, just tell me how many of you think your boss is an insecure person. If so, make your boss more secure by listening him. Yes, Devashish Mahato said his boss is insecure. Then make him secure. First one, Devashish says first one. Okay. So if your boss is insecure person, then make your boss feel more secure. Because if he is secured, your job is also being secured. Okay. So whatever the insecurities he have, find it and make your boss feel more secure. More secure when you think, when you do it, with the help of proper reporting, make him confident on you. Give whatever the data with proper channel. Then only you says my boss feels secure. What is the reason behind insecurity? Find it. In any company, I can say few of them are insecure because lack of knowledge, lack of understanding. Only lack of knowledge and lack of understanding between their other employee, the insecurity create. Like where I working in the port, so what we found, we have the insecurity on what? If there is any inspection is done by the higher authority, if paper is not done well, it is very difficult. So make the paper well, have the record of everything. As we are facing every year 2 or 3 audit for the ISO, for the TS, and lots many more. Regular we have the audit. Why to hide anything? Make it in a proper order. If you are making everything correct, fine, and in the order, there is no insecurities there. If you are hiding anything from your boss, definitely if you find that is inappropriate and incorrect, you are also insecure, along with your boss is also insecure. So that make your boss feel more secure. If he is secure, definitely your job is also being secured by him. Now, one person, Yogesh Kale. No. N Suresh. Okay, I mute him. Now, if that kind of situation is there, what you need to do? Listen and acknowledge your boss idea, his difference of opinion. Listening and acknowledging whatever the idea he had and whatever the difference of opinion is there. In the tip number 2, what I said, listen, acknowledge. Listening is important. If you listen, definitely you can going to acknowledge and clarify whatever the doubt you have or he have. Both also have the doubt. So clarify that doubt. That is difference of opinion. Find the difference. Ask him, what is the difference? If I do something, then what is the problem? What happened? Have a detailed discussion on that to clarify every doubt. Now, the third one, rather than explaining your concern first, don't say directly what you need, what you are going to have in your brain or in your mind. First, clarify his doubt, his differences of opinion, and then you can put your thought. Make him blank or make a clear slate so that you can write whatever you wish. Don't put your thought in a what you say, if a blackboard is full of writing, what is the use of your writing? There is no space. So first make a space in the mind of your boss through clearing his doubt and clearing his difference of opinion by listening and acknowledging. If you listen and acknowledge him, he feels definitely safe. And if he feels safe, he is obliged you to get your information directly in first or two meeting, in one or two meeting. So this is the tip number 3. One caution is there. What is the caution? Just think, just see. Do not listen to your boss to why you don't have to listen. In the previous slide, I say listen, but why not? Listening is of two types. Here you are waiting why you don't have to listen and why you have to listen. Don't listen your boss to clarify or respond only. Not only for your responding. Not only to give your thought. No, don't listen for that. Listen him to why? Just to understand and acknowledge his concern. Not only to respond him. No. Or not only to correct him. Because what is the nature of every person is that everyone say, I understand, I know it better. So don't say you are wrong. No. Not directly give the response that you are wrong. Understand him well, acknowledge him, what is in his mind, and later on you can clarify them. So this is the way. Listen him to understand and to acknowledge his concern. Not only for the respond, not only to clarify, or not only to say you are wrong. This is the tip number 3. Now I'm going to give you tip number 4. Give your 100% in your duty, wherever you are working, under whom you are working. Give your 100%. See, how many of you are giving 100% in your job? Tell me through the chat box. How many of you are giving 100% in your job? Share it with the chat box, through the chat box. Are you giving 100% in your job? And still you are not satisfied? And if yes, and if you say that is also not satisfied, this is not enough, then what you need to do? I say many of them are giving their 100% in their job. Natarajan Velu 100%. Yes, sir. And Nitin Datar, no, I don't. So start giving 100%, not only 100%. First think why you are not giving 100%. First think. And if you say if it is 100% and still you are not satisfied, then my thought is dead. See, what you need to do, start giving 110%, because something little 10%, what you extra give, that help you to complete everything in a super duper way, that help you to inspire your boss also. Just extra 10%. If you do 100%, then give another 10% more. In my last company, not only in the last company, from the previous first company, that is from the where I am working, that is Trinity Engineers Private Limited, Chinchwad, Pune. What I gave, nothing, not much more. I am just come before 15 minutes in the company. Just 15 minutes. 15 minutes early, 15 minutes late. The 30 minutes will give an important aspects in front of my boss, that he is concerned about his duty. That 15 minutes early and 15 minutes late, only the time is 30 minutes. Make an important connection between both of us. This only 30 minutes time will make a great impact in my career. So give just 10% extra. Do something extra that is needed by your boss. Keep the data almost ready before he needs. Whatever the duty you have, do something extra. If you are working in the port, so find the data from the cut blanks for your cut blanks. Find the value of your consumption of the furnace oil. Check the die before loading. These are the things that you need to do. As I'm working in the port soap, so I am giving you example of the port soap. Accordingly, you need to find your 10% extra. What you need to do. Before putting the die in the hammer, just find the just find what are the data you need. Whether the lock, if lock is there, is it correct? Whether the dovetail of the die is correct. Is it clean? Is the hammer is clean before loading the die? Is there, just check the furnace. This is the extra 10% I say. Check the furnace. Is there any cut blank available in the furnace? If you not check, and if there something is there in the furnace, that will become a very, very difficult for you. That will become a mix-up. This 10% I need from you to avoid that extra burden in you. Check the nozzle of the furnace, whether it is cleaned properly. Check the temperature issue. If temperature is vital, check it. Check the cast, plaster cast of the die. Check the report, die sinking report, along with the dimension report of the die. If this 10% is done by you, as this is not your work, as you are the Photoshop manager or supervisor, you have to give the production, that's it. But if you do that much of extra 10% in the DISO, that will make a good impact in your career, as you don't find any loophole. If there is something is there in the die, you can directly ask, no, I'm not going to load this die because of this kind of failure is there. To avoid the mix-up, or check the cut blank. At my time, cut blanks are taken from other source, third-party agency. They are doing the billet sharing. They are doing just, we are finding cut blanks half cut. That will create a problem to us. If we are not inspecting the cut blanks properly, and if we found, and in my 1 year career in Trinity, in the year of 2008, we found almost 5 or 6 half cut blank before forging. That help us to check, to not getting the crack mark in the forgings. So that 10% is required in your work. Find your 10% according to your job way, according to your shop floor. Now, this is the tip number 4. So give 10% extra in your life. That is tip number 5. Develop a loving relationship with your boss. When you follow tip number 1, 2, 3, and 4 in your work, in your workspace, definitely it develop a loving relationship with your boss. I share my way. I share my experience. When I am in 3 months or 4 months working as an employee in that company, my boss says, just have a motorbike with you so that it can help you to reach company early. And he guide me an important lesson which will help me everywhere. Find a room or quarter near to your workshop, near to your company, which will help you to reach early wherever you need. Because that is your workplace where you are working. Don't be reach late. Whenever you need, you have to join. So find a room or quarter near to your shop, near to your company, there where you reach latest by 10 minutes or 15 minutes. What help it? It also helped me to curtail my extra time of reaching the company. And later on, wherever I go, I found it everywhere. Yes, little bit something extra is money is definitely required as you are living in the industrial zone. So find that also help you. So develop a loving relationship with your boss as he is already working in that company, in that environment. So also he guide you what not to do, which type of people in the company, which people need to be avoided. This is what I say for the fresher one. So through the connection, through the bonding, you can develop a loving relationship with the boss. See, boss is also seeking a right employee around him. Everyone are seeking a right employee around him. So be a right employee for him. Now, boss is also looking for more secure relationship with employee. He is also insecure, according to you, as you are also insecure. As both are insecure, definitely it's a big deal for everyone. So make him feel secure through the proper data analysis, by giving him proper input, by guiding him proper way, in a proper order, through the proper channel. Don't make him in a hide. Don't hide anything from him. If something wrong is there, done or held in your shop floor, just share with him. This is done. What need to be done? If this type of crack and this type of failure is done, ask him what need to be done. Keep him in a confident, in your confidence. Now, your good intent will automatically give rise to good content along with improving your credibility. So when your thought is good, at a certain time, yes, for a few days, for a few moments, it need to give you rise also later on, not directly, not in an instant way, but definitely it will give a rise in your job and also improving your credibility. One important thing that you need to remember, what you need to remember, if you don't distinct, you will extinct. So be a different maker, be a different in the crowd. That will be done by that 10%. That 10% will make you distinct among the other employees. And that 10% also make a good contact with your boss. That 10% will help you to build up a good relationship with your boss. So be a different employee, not in a भेड़ की चाल में मत चलो. सभी करते हैं इसलिए हम भी करेंगे. Don't do like that. वो तो 15 मिनट लेट आता है तो कुछ नहीं बोलते हैं, चलो हम भी 15 मिनट लेट आते हैं. No. If you are doing, then oh, definitely, if you are the same, only a employer need a person who is different from other, not the same type of employee is needed, who can do the same work on every day or daily basis. So be a different maker. If you don't distinct, you will extinct. You will be fired anytime. Now, tip number 6, never equate your potential with salary. Everyone can say, this much of salary is given to me, why should I? This is an important tip number 6 for everyone, because everyone can equate his or her potential with the salary. Why should I do that much of with that much of amount? If I go away from this company, they will give me more. Then why you stop in that company? My question to everyone. If you think so, then what are the things that restrict yourself? So never equate your potential with your salary. Just read Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. What is your thought in the second line? I would like to hear from you all. I am giving you all right to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself and tell me what is the second line. Allow participants to unmute. Yes, I am giving you the right to participate in the webinar. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. What is the next thought? Yes, Natarajan Velu.
Bhajan about
Okay.
Following up the Rama's way.
Okay. Any other one?
Patita Pavan Sitaram.
Okay, Patita Pavan Sitaram. Okay, any other one? Natarajan and Trivendra, I say you are a good employee. Wherever you are working.
In a different way, हर कोई करे अपना काम.
Okay, Nitin Datta, different one. Good. Any other thought? Just see. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. What employee says? Jitni tankhwa utna kaam. Okay, this is the thought coming from today's employee, not from the past employee, today's employee in the 21st century. What they say, jitna tankwa utna ka. Don't do like it. Okay, if you, this indicate that you restrict your potential and nothing else. It restrict your potential. If you think jitni tankwa utna kaam, it restrict your potential. If you are not working according to your potential, it is not going to be helpful to you in the next company also, because you are not doing that kind of work, so you don't have experience on that also. Okay, once again I mute everyone. Now this is the first phrase, that is Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, jitni tankwa utna ka. So this is the current scenario, particularly in software industry. This thought process is there in their mind. This much of salary is given it to me so that I can do this much of job, not more than that. Sorry, as salary is not credited in my account, I'm not going to join the company today. That is the layman thought. That kind of thought are being considered, or thought process is being evolved in the worker's mind. He is giving me, or company will giving me the salary for doing working only in the cut blank, not for the dice of work. No. Whenever you need, if you have the potential to check the die, do it. If this kind of opportunity is coming to you, you are going to be rise up suddenly. If you restrict yourself, no change. And one important another phrase is coming to you, do bar punch. This is also a good line that is shared by the employee. Do bar punch, ek bar lunch, and thereafter life at lunch. This is also a thought process that is working on almost 50% of the employee. I say 50%. दो बार पंच, एक बार लंच, लाइफ एट टच. आगे कंपनी जाने, no need to work. If the boss is not coming in the company, so we have to do the gossip. This will work only for a smaller time, not in every company, very smaller time. So change of thought process is also needed. Find such person whose thought is something like this, and take the action if you have the power, because he or she is the employee who can harm your company. Not a good fish in that pond. So find them and not be like that. Don't become like that. Now, moral of today's webinar. What is the moral of today's webinar? Just read it. Despite being manifold, talented people are not able to justify their position or role in the organization. Yes, agree. Despite being manifold, talented, people are not able to justify their position or role in the organization. So, if you are one of them, if you are, then who are equating existing potential with salary, or who do not want to explore his potential, leave this tendency. Because you are being given what much of an amount is being discussed with you during your first day in your company. If you have that much of talent, you can move ahead, switch to that next one. according to your potential. Okay, if you are one of them, then who are equating existing potential with salary or who do not want to explore his potential, leave this tendency. Explore something new. This is the moral of today's webinar. And last but not least, what to do after this webinar? What you need to do. I think this is the last slide or something. One slide is more. What to do after this webinar? Become Navratna of your boss. Because every employee, not every employer, every employer are making their Navratna. In India, we have the Navratna's company. So become a Navratna also for your boss. By giving all the tips, all the 6 tips, if you follow, you must become a Navratna to your company. And if you are becoming Navratna to your company, the company will pay to you what you need, what you wish, if you will become a Navratna for them. So this is the task that you need to do. Another thing, be the one like whom, what you need to be, who work beyond potential, who work beyond potential. So be the one who work beyond potential. Don't restrict your potential. Learn in the other department also. So this is the second task that you need to do, who work beyond potential. Be like that. The second one, which is who is different. As I said earlier, if you are not different, you are being an extinct person. So who is different? Be that. And the third one, who works to work, not just to earn. Who works to work, not just to earn. Lots of meaning are there in this sentence. This is the thing that you need to do after this webinar. Be a Navratna, be the one who work beyond potential and who is different and who works to work, not just to earn. Because making money is a different segment. You can earn through there are lots of ways. If you join some company, just works to work, it will pay you. In later stage, it will pay you. Just give your 110% input from your side. Because everyone are ready to give 100%. No one are going to give you 10% extra. If you give that 10% extra in your office, in your organization, that 10% make you a Navratna for you, for the company. So, thought of the webinar, unleash your potential right now. Be the creator of your own destiny. This is the thought for today's webinar. Unleash your potential right now. Think yourself how much potential you have and be the creator of your own destiny. Thank you very much. This much from my side. I'm just stopping sharing the slide and we have if you have any question, any suggestions from you, just let me know. I'm going to just write everyone to unmute yourself. And feedback form is also shared by Amit sir. So you need to share your feedback for today's session.
Yeah, good evening, Rahul ji.
Yes, Nitin sir. Yes. Good evening.
Yeah, it's a very good session for everybody. Actually, I was intended to put my some of the colleagues. I have given them invitation also, and I thought they have joined also. But I think finally they dropped. But few are still there. So it's I was just trying to listen this presentation along with my subordinates. So I too have some boss, and they are means I am as a boss for them also. So from both the sides, I was just looking at your presentation, and yes, certainly to find out, mean to explore our own potential, you should not see the first उसका salary कितना है, मेरा उतना ही है, मैं इतना क्यों करूं?
Yes.
So first thing, this bias has to be removed. Thank you very much. That it becomes the eye opener for most of the people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
they should not restrict themselves because there are many hidden potentials with everybody. मैं ये नहीं कभी नहीं समझता कि ये बहुत अच्छा है और ये एकदम बेकार है, कभी नहीं होता. हर एक को अपनी अपनी क्वालिटी होती है. Only thing, some qualities will be required at some specific things, specific areas. So people have to explore their potentials. And I think thank you very much for your very nice presentation, and hope to see such a better presentations in next coming days also. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Nitin sir. Yes, any other one? Natarajan Velu sir says.
Excellent input, sir. I appreciate your time. One point I learned today is, as the other previous man told, don't restrict yourself. That is one of the best point actually. Many people, for me and many of my colleagues, have come across this kind of thought process.
Yes, yes.
10% extra really, it's one of the good point I learned today.
Thank you very much, Velu sir. Thank you. Yes, Prakash Sakur sir, nice presentation. Okay, thank you, Prakash sir, for your word. Gautam Verma, nice presentation with different POV sir. I don't understand what he says. Gautam Verma sir.
Different point of view, sir.
Okay, different point of view. Okay, good. Thank you. Any other thing you would like to share, Gautam sir?
Yes, sir. That presentation was very nice, sir. The different points like 10 more than 10% extra, reach to company 15 minutes before and leave 15 minutes after. No correlate with work with salary like that.
Yes. That you are listening. That is an important thing. That is. Yes. Thank you, Gautam sir. Yes. Any other feedback? Devasis Mahato. Thank you, sir. I really need it. Yes. Thank you. Devendra, nice presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes. Any other thing? Any other one who would like to share your thoughts? Amitesh Raj, with some presentation I have learned today more and I will work on it. Good. That kind of thing need to be start from your side. You have to take the action. Be a Navratna for your company. Be a Navratna for your department. To become a Navratna, if you find it difficult, just contact me. I am going to help it to you. How to be a Navratna for your company. As I already shared 3 points, many more. If we discuss later on, definitely there are lots of things to be a Navratna for your company. No one do. Just they are doing their regular course activity.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul ji. Certainly, we will take this advantage, and whenever we need it, certainly we will personally contact you. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. And I request everyone, if you need that kind of presentation for your company, yes, you can contact with Amit sir so that he can create such kind of work, create such kind of presentation for you also.
Thank you.
We are going to plan that one. Okay. If your company need such kind of difficulties, such kind of differences among the employee, yes, we are going to help it out.
Yeah,
as
sure.
you are in the Medford channel. So from my side, I do my best to help you and remove your whatever the pitfall is there in your company, to improve the sales in your journey, in your company, to improve the good feedback from your customer. Lots of things are there. Yes. Any other thing? So Amit sir, are you there? Amit ji, are you there? So it is almost 18:49, almost 10 minutes more need to complete 7. So is there anything, or I may close this webinar?
Yeah, if nothing more from anybody, certainly. And one more suggestion. There is we have also observed some time management within the operatives is also somewhere they are finding bottleneck. Because they are not able to manage their time. So maybe possible in your due course, if you have something on it, certainly we will be glad to know this.
Okay, sir, don't worry. In the time management, I am going to give it to you in some seminar, in some webinar. Thank you for giving the good feedback from your side. Time management, okay. Time management, stress management, all the thing is very, very essential.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. Amit sir, would you like to share your thought?
Yeah, Rahul, thank you very much. Sorry, मैं कंटिन्यू नहीं रह पाया था, थोड़ा सा मैं अपने सुपर बॉस के साथ में था, वो आप बॉस की बात कर रहे थे, तो आप समझ सकते हैं, तो मैंने इसलिए मीटिंग स्टार्ट कर दिया था. तो आप सभी जो जुड़े वो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, थैंक्स टू. और ऑलरेडी आई फ्लैश माय व्हाट्सएप नंबर, यू प्लीज टेक स्क्रीनशॉट इट, एंड Rahul, you share your number and collect the feedback of the presentation from one, and keep with us as a regular presentation लेके आते रहेंगे. For more information, please keep in touch. Okay, Rahul, does I end or just you?
Okay. I am sharing my number. This is calling number also as it's my WhatsApp number, so you can connect with me in this number. So thank you very much for everyone for joining today's session and giving good time with you. I am closing today's webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rahul.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank